We're back now on Smells Like
back.
90s Rock on the 5th anniversary All Talk Show.
Whoop, whoop.
They were very nice.
Crackers, you're an engineer. Are you good with cars?
Not fantastic with
No.
cars.
Between
Yeah.
the two of us, if there was a noise, I could probably identify it faster.
Okay,
I know
so
how to
Only
fix the stuff you need
because
to.
my car breaks down all the time.
Yes.
So I've had everything happen to me.
Right.
Okay, Three Monies. I need help replacing speakers in my car.
That
Yes.
I can handle.
See,
Okay.
he'd probably be good at that.
But I don't
you
know how
need
to
an
take the
oil
door off.
change- Oh, yeah,
It's
we
like
could do
12
that.
screws.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, my mom was a mechanic for like 14 years.
Wow.
Oh,
She-
wow, I
she
didn't know that.
bartended during
Wow.
the night, was a mechanic during the day.
Your mom's
Wow.
a badass.
She is a badass.
Mhm.
So, yeah, she did all sorts of crazy stuff like that. I did not inherit as much from her, but she used to keep all these mechanic books around the house, and I would, like, flip through them and color on the pages. So I picked up a slight amount. And as I got older, I would always be reading those in her nursing books, and she's like, well, you can't understand any of this nursing stuff, but here's a car.
So honey is a mystery.
You're never going to
Car.
be a doctor because you're terrified of needles, but here's a car.
You'll drive one of these one day.
You'll
Yeah.
have to deal with those one day.
I am too. I sympathize.
Yeah.
But
I'm not scared of needles at all, which is, I guess, clear by all my piercings.
That's true.
I'm terrified.
Yeah,
I'm not terrified, but I hate
okay.
them.
My thing is I have really hard veins to find, and
Oh,
so I
yeah,
always
me
tell them to
too.
go through my hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Which
I'm good on veins.
Which they never listen, do they?
they never do. In theory,
Never.
they're like, that's so painful. And I'm like, it's all right. Like, I can handle that pain. What I can't handle is you sticking me
Exactly.
eight times. Like,
Yeah.
but they always see it as this challenge. They're like, I'm going to be the one that
Okay.
does it.
Thank you.
And I'm
Thank
like, this is not a challenge. If you try to stick my arm, I'm going to punch you. Get my freaking hand.
Plain
I
and
had
simple.
this exact conversation with Eric because he had to go to the doctor with me because 23-year-old
I have to go with
Marvel
you every time.
had to go with someone to the doctor.
Aw.
I did not go to the doctor alone until I turned 23. But Eric went with me, and I had to get a blood test, and I'm like, I'm going to let you know how this is going to go down. The nurse is going to come in. I'm going to say, I don't have veins in my left arm. You won't be able to find them. You're going to have to use my right. She's going to say, well, let me take a look. She's going to put the band around my left arm. She's going to poke around. She's going to miss 3 times and then switch to my right arm. And at that point, I'll already be passed out. So you'll have to handle me because that lady did not listen.
Well,
And did that happen?
did
It
that?
did.
Wow.
Straight up.
And she bruises like a peach, so
Yeah.
the next day everybody thought I beat her.
And all the nurses panicked
In the
because
arm.
you know
Yeah.
I go
I
to
beat
like
her in the arm.
Just directly in that spot. Like, I hate this one spot of your
They will
arm.
I
teach that
know.
woman not to make dinner.
and I
Bitch.
always tell them, but they get nervous because as soon as you touch my vein, it bruises, it bursts, and so nurses who have not seen it before go, oh. And like that's the last thing you want your nurse to say.
What is that?
Whoa.
Oh.
It's terrifying.
What was that?
I
The
I'm
last,
a doctor in here.
the last time I had taken blood, after they took it, the nurse looked at me and goes, "Are you okay?" Because I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was noticeably really, really lightheaded.
Yeah, I get very lightheaded when I get blood.
I don't. I'm
Me
like, just
neither.
take it. As long as they do it from my hand, I'm
Yeah.
fine. And I'm just like, take it.
I was at the doctor because I was complaining of lightheadedness too, and they decided to take blood to make sure.
This'll
When they
work.
took it, I was just like, "Whoa!"
Since the age of 16, I've gotten blood drawn twice a year, every year, and so I've grown a very strong constitution to it.
The
so
last
it doesn't
time
bother
I
me at all.
donated blood, I actually ended up passing out or whatever, and I went there with my buddy because we were just gonna like go
Oh.
get blood. So I woke up and like my they had my feet elevated and like a cloth on my head,
Oh,
and my
God.
buddy is just standing over me laughing as he's like drinking out of a juice box, and I'm just like, oh.
You fall down.
Now, this
He's
is
like, haha, bro, that was awesome.
Oh, that's your one
Well,
flaw.
damn.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so Crackers, I love and adore you. I'm gonna be honest. I love it. The fact that you're a frat is your flaw.
Yeah, that's the
It's
biggest
so-
flaw.
And what did I always
actually
say,
founded
Sheila?
the
I was
fraternity.
like, I am never gonna date a frat
I know.
boy.
I never saw it
hate
either.
Them.
And then you
And
did.
then
And
I
yet-
did.
And then
you
she's gonna
did.
marry him.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting
She's gonna be
married
Mrs.
one.
Fraternity.
Yeah, exactly.
Mrs. Fraternity. Is that my new DJ name?
I think so.
I think
Fraternity.
it is Mrs. Fraternity.
Bam.
But okay, so I will
Actually
say
had-
this.
I actually had a very
Not
mean
DJ
name for
Infinite
fraternity
Monies.
girlfriends.
I haven't been too nice to a lot of smush mushes.
Yeah.
well, they deserve
Yeah,
it.
okay, but I was
Yeah.
gonna say thank you, Umar. They did deserve it. But I will say this about Crackers. I genuinely think he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's the kind of person that I would be friends with even if I wasn't friends with Marvel, which that to me is a big sign.
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah.
certain couples where you're just like, they're a couple and you take them together. But there's that one that like maybe it's not that you dislike them, but it's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk to you if
Right.
like I didn't have
Right.
to.
Exactly. It's like if I didn't know you, I wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a WTK wedding shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Isn't
like
it great?
toasting us,
But
Oh,
with
well, thank you.
Crackers, though, like I can talk to him, and Marvel doesn't have to be around.
Yeah.
which
like-
is nice.
Like
That's
I don't
nice,
need that
yeah,
Marvel buffer to like
exactly.
communicate between us.
Wait, what's your marriage advice for them?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just pop them out as they come to my head. The first thing. The first thing I really want to tell anybody, because I'll be married 15 years in March, which is a
Yay.
pretty
Yay.
miraculous feat.
Milestone.
Yes. I will say this: you've got to learn to compromise. And what I mean by that is,
Marvel.
if you have
Marvel.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone in the room looking at me right now.
No, if you have an argument and one of you walks away happy, you've not compromised. Like when you
One of you.
compromise,
we need to
both have
reconsider
You
our
both have to
entire
hate each other.
relationship.
That's the
no,
fight.
both of you have to be a
Sweating
little
in
bit
7
like.
days.
Every time we do argue,
Ugh.
there is a great amount of resentment between us.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because if you don't
Ooh.
actually compromise to where you both lose a little, the resentment will build.
Oh yeah.
And it'll
Marvel.
build and build. So like you have
Three
to.
monies.
Because
Uh-huh.
in
I have
relationships, people want to have their way, but you have to. You
In
do.
life, Marvel wants to have her
Marvel
way.
gets her panties in a wad when
Compromise.
she doesn't get her hard candies.
It's
is what
true.
it is.
But if you both walk away feeling like you lost a little bit, then you've done it right.
Yeah.
Yell at each
Words,
other.
words of wisdom.
Don't keep it inside because, like, yell at each other and go to bed mad. Seriously, because you know.
Huh.
What you'll do is you'll sit in bed and you will fume because you'll be like, I cannot believe he did not tell his mom I don't like spaghetti, and she made spaghetti. That's like the bitchiest thing ever. Like, you will fume over it for like a day, but then at least in your head you've played it out.
You're
so that-
hyperventilating, little Three Monies.
Well,
you're,
I
like,
was just
not
thinking about
holding
the
it
go
in.
to bed mad thing because I
It's
have
like she loves spaghetti and you're messing
You're
it up.
doing
for her.
that for a
Yeah.
second.
because I
What the
have
hell?
a really hard time compromising because I constantly think I'm right.
Well, no, you are. Like,
and-
that's the thing.
yeah.
That's why the
Yeah, yeah.
compromise, both of you have to lose a little bit because odds are you're both right.
And this,
So
but
you
this
have
is
to
how,
both lose a little bit in order for it to be compromised.
This is how I knew that I was going to be able to marry Eric when we had a fight and we made up and he said, "Listen, you're always going to be right, but you cannot be mad at me for being wrong."